These 5-wire push-button switches are really great, but to wire them safely, you need to know what you're doing. So I'm going to show you how. Now these switches are rated at 5 amps, which means if you are powering up an accessory with one of these switches, and that accessory draws more than 5 amps of electricity, which most do, you will need to wire up a relay in the circuit to make it all work properly and safely. But we can't show you the relay wiring until we show you the wiring without the relay. So let's do that first. So as you've seen, the light bulb is hooked up to the switch and to a fuse and to a battery so that I can actually show you how all this works. And the first thing to know is you actually only need 2 wires on this switch hooked up to make the switch functional. However, most people will actually hook up 4 wires and just leave this yellow one undone. Let's start with the red and the black wires that are coming out of the switch. All they do is turn on the LED that's inside the switch. They don't actually control anything else, and you don't actually need them to make the switch work. Now the green wire is where the power goes into the switch. So you'll see battery power coming in through a fuse, of course, into the green wire and into the switch. And then when we turn the switch on, it goes out the blue wire and up to our bulb. And then of course the other side of the bulb has a ground, which comes down here. This blue wire is called a normally open wire because with the switch off and the circuit open, there's nothing going out that blue wire. The yellow wire is the exact opposite. So let's wire that up and I'll show you how it works. All I'm doing is swapping the blue for the yellow, and you'll see that the light turns on automatically with the switch turned off. And like I said, it works in reverse because it's a normally closed wire. So the power comes in into the green and then it automatically goes out the yellow unless you turn the switch on. As soon as you turn the switch on, the circuit becomes open and therefore it disconnects the power going to the bulb. Now most people, I would say, are probably not going to use this yellow wire. So we're just going to set it aside like that and hook the blue wire back up. Now you might be wondering about the LED in the actual switch though, so let's hook that up. The first thing we want to do is hook up this black wire coming out of the switch to a ground, which is right here. Now that we have the ground wire hooked up, now we got to hook up the power wire. And I'm going to connect this into the blue wire so that anytime the blue wire has power, the red wire has power as well. And that means that anytime the switch is turned on, the ring on the switch will light up. And just like that, you can see the ring is lit up. And if we turn the switch off, the little LED ring is turned off. So anytime the switch is turned on, the power comes in the green wire, out the blue wire, connects to the red right here, and the power then goes back in the switch and turns on the LED that's inside it. And of course, grounds the LED through this. And then this bulb itself is grounded as well. But again, you can't power anything that draws more than 5 amps through it, or else you'll start burning out the switch, burning out the wires. It'll cause all kinds of problems. So now let's wire up the relay. That's where it gets fun. So you'll see we've added some wires for the relay, and we've added another fused wire right here. So we want to keep the fuses separate for the relay and for the switch, because one fuse will protect the switch. The other fuse is the main feed wire that is going to be powering your accessory. Now, you probably want to know what a relay actually is. And it's basically an electromagnetic switch. So it's basically another type of switch, but you don't push a button on it or anything. You have a small switch, turn on this switch, and this switch can handle way more electricity than this little tiny one can. This one happens to be a 60 amp relay, which means you can pump 60 amps through this totally safely, and you can control this relay with a little tiny switch. So the switch will tell the relay to turn on. The relay will then turn your accessory on, which might be a fuel pump. Let's wire it up. Now the bottom of a 4-pin relay has 4 pins, and each one is numbered. So you have 87 at the top, pin 30 at the bottom, pin 86 on the left, and pin 85 on the right. And you need to wire up each of these pins correctly for the whole circuit to work. Now we'll start with the black wire on this relay. It is pin 85, and pin 85 needs to go to ground. So we're going to hook that up right here on our ground terminal. Pin 30 is the blue wire here, and that's the input to the relay from your power feed. So we're going to connect that right here. So now we have power coming in through the fuse and in the blue wire, which is pin 30 on the relay. Just 2 wires left. The first one is pin 86. Now pin 86 is the trigger that turns the relay on. So we're going to connect that to our blue wire over here. And we'll go just like this. We can even keep that red wire in place as well. All right, we now have pin 86 hooked up to our blue wire, which is the output of the switch, and then it's also connected to the red so that our switch LED light turns on when we turn the switch on. Last on the list is pin 87, which is the output of the relay. This is where all the power goes out to whatever your accessory is. In this case, it's a light bulb, but we're going to hook up a fuel pump in just a moment. Now if we push this button, this switch is going to turn the relay to turn on, and the relay is going to turn the light bulb on. Ta-da! So now what we can do is we can swap something much bigger, like a fuel pump, in where this light bulb is, and the relay will happily power it and not put all that load on the switch itself. Let's do that. I've swapped out the bulb for the fuel pump, and that means as soon as I hit this switch, the relay is going to turn on, and the relay is going to turn the fuel pump on, which it does quite successfully. If you like this sort of thing, check me out at Wiring Rescue.